You have to stop self-sabotaging your business growth because you are scared of getting too many clients into your coaching business. And this is one of the biggest things that we see from sales calls that we have and so on and so forth is coaches just always have this feeling that, oh, they would have too many clients that they can't handle, and that would stop them from getting these clients the best results. And because of that, they prefer to be stuck at a particular revenue level, say maybe 50K per month, 100K per month, and so on and so forth, and not choose to scale further because they are just worried if they get too many clients, their coaching students are not going to get the best results anymore. And to be honest, that is just not true. So this video is going to be a video where I explain how you can genuinely have an unlimited amount of clients for your coaching business so that you are not stuck in this bubble where you think, oh, the more clients that I get, the less effective the coaching business is going to be. So let me just stay in this revenue level without trying to scale further than this. So if you don't know who I am, my name is OP and I run a marketing company where we help high-ticket coaches sign clients online. And we've helped them sign over 3,000 plus clients already. We've made them millions of dollars. So with that said, let us just get into the video. So the first thing that you need to understand is that you can manage a lot more coaching clients than you think. And I don't say this as someone who already has a coaching program. We don't have a coaching program. We have a done for you service, but I am a part of multiple coaching programs. I'm a part of one coaching program in particular where we have about 860 students in that program. It's a 10K program, and I've never for once felt like I'm not getting the value I paid for the program. And that program, the owner of that program makes about $1 million a month from that one offer alone. And it's just insane how valuable it still feels despite the number of students that we have in that program. So this is just to show you that what I'm going to share with you next comes from me just studying how they run that program and studying how some of our clients that are also working with multiple students at once, how they are also using the systems that I'm going to share with you to make sure that they can work with an unlimited number of students inside of the program. So if you cannot manage more students, most of the time, it is not a capacity issue. It is a structure issue. It's just in the way your program is structured. Because if that was the case, then nobody would have a coaching program with 800 plus students. So it is not a capacity issue. A lot of people think that, oh, if they can't manage more students or if they can't manage more clients, it's a capacity issue. Oh, I can't just handle this many people. This is the only amount of students I can manage at a time. If you're currently having that feeling or that thought in your mind, it is not a capacity issue. It is definitely a structure issue. It's in the way your program is structured. And if you fix your program structure, if you structure your program in a different way, you would be able to manage multiple students at once and not cap your growth because you feel like you can't manage more than enough students. And I know that there's going to be people watching this video right now who are thinking in their minds right now that, oh, my program is different, or what my offer is different, or my offer is truly limited. That's not always the case, right? And I would encourage you to just have an open mind because what I'm going to actually explain in this video would help you regardless of your offer structure, the things you offer in your program. And if your offer is truly limited, I'm going to share with you a couple of pointers as well that you can use in order for you to still manage as many students as possible. So it is not a capacity issue. It is most definitely a structure issue. Now, when it comes to coaching, you have to understand the fact that at the end of the day, what you are delivering is information, is packaged knowledge that you are delivering. And a lot of coaches tend to assume that they had the secret sauce, that it's because of them these clients are getting results. But that is not always the case because you are not the secret sauce, quote unquote. It is a piece of information. And that piece of information can be packaged in multiple different ways and can be documented in multiple different ways. Trust me, your program is not more complex than very complex physics topics or very complex concepts in biology or chemistry. And Albert Einstein is not the person still teaching those complex things till now. It has been passed down for generations and generations. So like your program is definitely not more complex than like physics and these complex science topics. But nonetheless, different professors are teaching the same topics to students all over the world. So at the end of the day, it is still information, and you have to get over that mindset that, oh, I am the secret sauce here, or I am the special one here that is making this possible to do. That's not really the case, because at the end of the day, it is information. And if you can properly document that information, regardless of whether you are involved or not, the students will still get the outcome that they want from the program. So that should just relieve you of the stress of, oh, nobody else can teach this concept like I do. That's not true, right? That's just not true, because it is information at the end of the day. And as long as you can package that information and deliver it, then you're good to go. Like, you can remove yourself from the equation and your students would still get the outcome that you promise. So if you want to work with an unlimited number of clients, there is about 4 elements that you want to include in your program. You know how I spoke about earlier that it is mostly a structure issue and it is not a capacity issue. So this is how you want to structure your program. 4 key elements. The first one is the course itself. So you have to have a video course of video trainings that walk people through step by step exactly how to achieve the outcome that you promise. So like I said before, at the end of the day, what you are selling is information. So this is why a lot of coaches are stuck doing one-on-one coaching with every single person, because they don't just have that documentation of video trainings that walk your students through step by step exactly how to achieve the outcome that you promise. So it's just about you listing out all the steps and creating detailed video modules to take people through this step-by-step process. The next thing you want to also have is a community. And you want to have a community where you have all your students in one place. They can interact with each other. And if they have any questions that are quick to ask and stuff, people can ask those questions in the community. And then members of your program can help you answer those questions, which saves you more time. Or you could just dedicate 1 to 2 hours a day, or 1 hour a day, or even 30 minutes a day to check in on the community and answer questions too as well. So this also is a different way to still package the information. It's a different modality of the information where you are able to still deliver value to prospects via a community. So even if you didn't have a course or you didn't have any other elements I'm going to share with you, that community alone is a standalone benefits that people would get just for joining your program. The next thing you want to have is coaching calls, and these ones are very important because it is not coaching without coaching calls, pretty much. So you want to have the video training, you want to have the community, but you also want to have coaching calls involved in this too as well. So we like to start with once a week for clients, or maybe once every 2 weeks. And then the more students you get in the program, all you have to do is add more coaching calls. So that program I was telling you earlier, where they have about 860 students, they literally have about 4 to 5 coaching calls every single day. And it's not just the founder doing these coaching calls anymore. The founder is not even doing the coaching calls anymore. It's the coaches in the program that are doing these coaching calls. And they have about 5 per day. So the more students you get, you want to have an insane amount of coaching calls inside of the program, just so you can make sure people are truly feeling supported inside of the program. And then finally, you want to have resources. So that is templates, tools, worksheets, swipe files, anything you can package as a resource that will allow the prospects implement what you're going to be teaching them in the program. You want to have as many of that as possible. So think of this, how the university system works. I don't know about your uni, but my uni, we had about 750 people sometimes when the professor is teaching a particular course. Definitely some students failed, but majority of students definitely passed that course and still graduated. And unis charge a shit ton of money for you going through their school or for you going through their system. So the professor teaches the topic over a period of a semester. So that's your video course. The community aspect of that is just you being around other students, coming to classes, asking questions from your peers if you have any questions. The coaching calls, they don't really have that element, but they are tutors. You can have tutors that assist you when you hit a roadblock and so on and so forth. And then there's resources like the textbooks that you get, the resources you get, the handouts, and so on and so forth. So it's the same thing. And that system allows people to manage multiple different students, and they charge a lot of money for you going through that system. So it's the same concept too as well. At the end of the day, it is just information. Now, in some cases, you might have an offer that is truly limited, but is limited because you are still thinking of it as you are the only one who can do this. And that is just not the case, because let's say you have a med spa program and you teach other people how to start a med spa business, and you help them with learning the skill of aesthetics, how to actually do injectables and do aesthetics. You're not the only person who can train other people on it. There's actually platforms and like companies in the aesthetic space that train thousands of students every single year, because they have all these other coaches who are doing the training for them. So even if you feel like your program is very special and nobody else can train like you do or any of that, that's just not true, because again, you are delivering information to these people. And as long as you can document what you do, anybody else can train your students on how to do the thing, right? A cool thing about this as well, to make you feel less worried about taking as many students as possible in your program, only about 20% of people would actually attend the coaching calls. So if you have about 100 students in your program, you can still have one call every 2 weeks, because only about 10 to 15 people would actually attend the call itself. For example, that program where we have about 800 people, whenever I attend a coaching call, we only get about 10 people on a coaching call, just because we have such volume of calls in the program. There's a call every single day, multiple calls every single day. And this allows you to get as many people as possible to get value from the program, because even when you do attend those coaching calls, it's just a couple of people that are on the calls with you, 10, 15 people each time. So you should not be doing one-on-one coaching, right? You should be doing group coaching, because that's the only way you can work with an unlimited number of clients. And even if you want to stick to doing one-on-one coaching, it's just about you having additional coaches and hiring more coaches to help you with the system. So that's basically how it works. If you found value in this video and you would love to see more videos like this, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when I upload more videos. And if you're a coach and you feel like you're ready to scale to the next level, get as many as possible students in your program, we can actually help you build a marketing system that would allow you to get an unlimited number of students inside of your program. If that is something you're interested in, check the link in the description, check out what we have there. And if you're interested, then we can have a conversation and discuss how we can help you implement this system into your business. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video to the end. I'm truly grateful for taking your time to watch this video, and then I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye.